Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and remember guys, this is for adults. Guys, don't forget to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest to find all the photos that you want of these videos. What's up, you guys? It's Jack Dan back with another Every Marvel Legends video. This time we're talking about every Marvel Legends that we know so far for 2022. Now that 2021 is wrapping up and we're getting closer to Christmas and New Year's. Walmart exclusive for 2021 for the Collector's Con coming October 7th through 8th of 2021. You have the classic Doctor Strange. Finally, we've been asked for this for years since the Toy Biz. And not only is he just a classic, he also has extra head sculpts, an axe, hands, weapons. So he's awesome looking. So here's the axe that he comes with, back of the package. So here he is with his other weapon. He came with the axe we already saw, and this is the Wand of Watum. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Got a head sculpt with his eyes closed as if he's doing his magic, so that's really awesome. And then he's got the Hell the Master head sculpt here, so that's really cool. The cool thing about this was another YouTuber out there, Boog over at ACBA, was able to do the reveal for this. So he's got it up on his channel. So I'm loving the way Marvel is allowing their fans to do that. He's got some great pictures of this figure in hand. There's the cape from the back. So the Hand Ninja did so well as an army builder for the Stiltman Build-A-Figure wave. As Repulse decided to throw out their own army builders and give us another Hand Ninja. This time he is in the gray-black kind of paint scheme here. Same weapons and multiple hands there as well. Went up for pre-order back on August 10th. And there those are. Package there, you can see this, those just boxes there with no plastic. Call it plastic free box here. So way back on September 13th, we got some reveals for stuff for 2022. We'll get into those here in a second. On a Fan First Monday, we got that. So we've got some more army builders here from the Hasbro Pulse with your scrolls. Those went up for pre-order back in September as well. Here you see two different head sculpts we get this time. Multiple guns. And there's the package. Massive gun he's got there. And you got also a 2-pack armor builder for your shield agents. Way many guns there. Multiple hands. 5 different head sculpts, so this one actually might be worth our money. There's your 2 different color head sculpts, one with a red shield, one with a silver shield. There's your 3 different human head sculpts. And again, that went up for pre-order back on that September date. And what a beautiful vintage wave right here we got for Spider-Man. And some great figures here. 6 figures that we're going to get in this vintage Spider-Man wave for 2022. So this figure was showed off earlier this week by Just J Hernandez on Instagram and YouTube. So that's really cool. They gave another YouTuber out there the opportunity to show off a figure. But here we are with the vintage symbiote Spider-Man. Got multiple hands there. So we got one vintage here. What else we get? So our next figure here in the vintage wave is the animated series Hobgoblin figure. And this particular version doesn't have the scale mail on it. So that's pretty cool. Different version of him there. Got the glider, the bag, the bomb. So this will go right along with our Mysterio and our Green Goblin that we've already gotten for animated. Next we have the Ben Reilly Spider-Man. You see his card back here. His fisted, his open hand, his whipping hands. the cuffs on his wrists there. Big old spider on the front. So pretty cool there. So here's our much wanted Hammerhead figure. Last time we saw a Hammerhead, it was his head only and it went with a chameleon body. Did not fit on that body at all. But as you see, he's got multiple hands here, fisted, and a bat. Nice blue pinstripe suit. You see his fist there. Backwards says head. So when he punches you, I guess it leaves head in your face there. And you got that bat, like I said. Then we got our Iron Spider Mark 1. It's a new sculpt, new webbing effects. Got the thwipping and the punching hands. This is definitely much wanted as well. Last time we saw this was a very stiff action figure back in the Spider-Man Classics days. So much needed definitely here. And then we have our Shocker figure here. Again with the classic animated series look to him. Got the gauntlets that he can have fisted there and open-handed with the effects that come with him as well. So there's one effect on his fist. And both effects on there. It's a really cool figure here for Shocker. And again, this set did go up for pre-order back on September. Hopefully you guys have gotten it pre-ordered. If not, go ahead and out there and see if you can get it. But what an amazing retro vintage Spider-Man wave we got right here. So pretty awesome reveals for that event, especially loving the Hammerhead, finally getting a good Hammerhead figure, and also the Iron Spider. You can get out there on Big Bad Toy Store if you hadn't already and get these ordered, but you also see here a little leak for the next one. Alright, so then we get into some retro stuff with the Falcon. It's a repaint from the one we had in the Joe Fixit wave, and it's on a vintage card back. There's his wings off. You can put them on his body like he has the other ones, like the Vulture as well. Again with the open hands. This time they're white hands instead of the red ones. And there's that vintage package. Some nice close-up of the paint on his chest there to show the difference. Here's the classic Loki re-released again. This time it comes with knives and an extra head sculpt. So again, a little disappointed they didn't go back and redo the sculpt on the chest, but oh well. Close up with those faces. I do like the knives this time. Then we got another vintage. Since this was released in a box set before, they were re-releasing it in a vintage card back here. So they're calling her Trickster, Agent of Asgard. Not seeing a lot of difference in the paint. I have to see them whenever I get them up hand to hand, side by side. So PulseCon 2021 showed off some more Marvel Legends, and here's a little tease of one of them. A Vision. So here's a West Coast Avengers White Vision comic version. You see the eyes got some kind of a deep effect to them. That's kind of cool. Here it is on this card. Got the hands that comes with him. So he can go fisted or he can go open-handed. Alright, jumping back into vintage, we have the 6-inch Scarlet Witch that we're beginning for the West Coast Avengers. So here she is, same figure as the Family Matters Amazon 3-pack with Magneto and Quicksilver, but they have took the metallic effect off of her and she's just more pink looking now. And she does have more effects that come with her than what she did originally. She's got both the spell effect and the other effect that she came with. Got the cape, like cowl going up around her hair as well. So there's all the effects she does come with. Alright, jumping into some MCU, we got a 2-pack here with the Sam Wilson or Anthony Mackie version of Captain America. 2 different head sculpts. Kind of wish the one without the cowl up didn't have the neck piece on it, but that's just my opinion. He's got the shield, no wings with this one. And there is the 2-pack, so Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Avengers Endgame 2-pack here, where you got the Steve Rogers Captain America as well in this 2-pack. Some more of the Falcon, and more of that Anthony Mackie. And there's the back of that package, and you see what all it comes with. Really good face sculpting on these, I think. And then jumping into another MCU, they wanted to get more accurate with what they showed in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, so they're giving us another Sebastian Stan as Winter Soldier. 2 different head sculpts here. This time the faceplate with no goggles on. Nice weapons he's coming in with here. Knife, the guns. There's your Sebastian Stan face with his long hair. There's the packaging. All those weapons he comes with, that's pretty awesome. And there's the back of the packaging. Alright, then we got some teases for 2022, some Marvel Legends. So what are they? Well, first tease, there will be a Legends 6-inch scale figure without legs, and they're kind of making fun of the cannonball that they made with the blast effect that they had to come back later on and make with legs. So who could it be without legs? Well, we're thinking probably Bone Breaker. What do you guys think about that? That's probably who it's going to be. Number 2, there will be another Legends 6-inch scale figure on the oversized Spider-Man Toy Biz blister cards. So we've already had Kingpin. What about Rhino and Scorpion, maybe? Maybe even a lizard out there. Don't know. We'll have to see what those are going to be. These are not them, though. And number 3, there will be at least 2 characters who have never appeared in Toy Biz or Hasbro Legends 6-inch line, who were also featured in a Marvel Universe Series 2 1991 card set. So here he is showing off that card set, how much Ryan loves those cards. So we're looking at the set, maybe Speedball and Sleepwalker. I'm not really sure, but those are 2 that Speedball definitely I think we maybe see. What do you guys think about that card set? Alright, Ryan also showed off a little tease here of this card and the fact that this card is going to be coming. What do I think this means? Well, I think it's going to kind of tie us back to the Toy Biz figure stand he showed off a while back. So I think this is probably going to be a Captain America figure that we're going to get. Kind of going back to that Series 1 of the Toy Biz Marvel Legends. And right here from the video on August 26th, he showed off this Marvel Legends figure stand, very Toy Biz nostalgic, and you see that slot in the back there. I believe that probably the card could fit right there in that slot. So I'm thinking they're going to go back to our Toy Biz, since it's going to be the 20th anniversary of Toy Biz, or Marvel Legends, and we're going to see that Series 1 Legends re-released again. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about that. And then Dwight shows off this barrel. I'm not sure what this is going to be. It's got all kinds of bullet holes in it, and it's got a port on the bottom for something. So I don't know what that's all about. What this is going to be coming with. If you guys know what it is, let me know in the comments. So let's talk about our X-Men Animated Series Cell Shaded Collection. So far we got 3 of them revealed. It came to us on the PulseCon 2021. With the first 2 reveals of Wolverine and Jubilee, with the original makers of the X-Men anime series revealing the packaging. So there's the Wolverine with an extra head sculpt there, new claws, a picture frame there with Jean and Scott. There's the package. Jubilee with multiple head sculpts, glasses on and off, and her effect pieces. And you can see that cell shading kind of gives it a shadowy look to the figures. There's her package front and back. Sides of the package looking like VHS tapes, nostalgia. There's Wolverine. You can really see that cell shading right there from the back of his head. Holding the picture. All different angles on the package. Jubilee from all kinds of angles. Again, these are just renderings, but you can see that shading on her arms. Her package from all different angles. And a couple days later, on October 27th, we had a Pulse Premium event And they showed off our third figure, which is Mr. Sinister from the animated series with the cell shading. So you can really see the cell shading on the figure itself, but not the cape. You see the package, a couple angles. Figure all different angles with that huge cape on there, or whatever you want to call it. On the back. And the packaging from all different sides. So there's all three of those. And their packages. And the backs of the packages. We also had a event where we showed off that we're getting a Null figure, and this is going to be a very tall figure, probably a 7-8 inch figure maybe. So that'd be cool. We get that in some Spider-Man wave this year, hopefully. And also we're showing that we're going to get an Iron Spider, so that'll be awesome to get as well from a Pulse event here. So very excited to see an Iron Spider come to us. So again, don't know what wave this is going to hit us in yet. So let's talk about the Hawkeye series from Disney Plus and some teases that they've given us of some Pops and Marvel Legends and other merchandise. But here's our Clint Barton and our Kate Bishop up close with their face sculpts. And the prototype shots that we got this week of the Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. So we still don't know how these are going to be released. We do see a costume here that we have not seen in the show yet, so hopefully we'll see that in the last episode for Hawkeye. But yeah, we don't know if this is going to be a 2-pack yet, if they're going to be individually released. If we're going to get the one-eyed dog in the 3-pack maybe. We'll see. Next thing we have is a deluxe figure here for Defender Strange, and this is a movie figure from the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, Benedict Cumberbatch. Got the huge portal there, extra hands, and this is a Target exclusive. Alright, and then let's jump into the wave itself for the Multiverse of Madness, which I can't believe how quick this one leaked or got to us, and they revealed it to us. This is mostly an MCU wave, but there are 2 comic figures in the wave. 7 figures. Only need 6 of them to build the Build-A-Figure. So yeah, that Build-A-Figure's name is Rintrah. So I don't know anything about that. I don't remember that in the comics. Of course, I'm not a big Doctor Strange comics fan, but we'll see what it does in the movie there. So big spoiler for the movie. But again, here's another Benedict Cumberbatch figure. MCU wise, you see he's got his cloak on, he's got his different hands there with the symbols that he uses to do his magic, and then he's got the other effect pieces that are actually hands attached to them. So again, with a great likeness there to Benedict Cumberbatch and the face printing technology. Here we are with our first figure for Wong. So it's great that he's getting that. He does come with a Build-A-Figure arm and hand. Again, with his effects there, he's got them for his different hand sculpts, and he also comes with a sword. Again, with that face printing technology, looks really good for him. So finally, this is one of my most wanted MCU figures, and they've provided for us. Next, we have an Astral form of Doctor Strange. He does come with his Eye of Agamotto necklace and a lantern there, so I'm not sure what that's going to be about. And extra hand sculpts. He comes with the Build-A-Figure head for Rintrah. It is that translucent material for his cloak there, and he's got kind of this white look for his skin. Next, another MCU version, first time we've seen America Chavez, so we'll see how well she works in the film. She does come with the torso for Rintrah and a couple extra hands. Got her little American flag jacket on. And remember, we got Mordo in our first Doctor Strange wave, so here's another Mordo. This one's called Master Mordo. He comes with the right arm and hand of the Rintrah figure. Comes with a crossbow, some kind of a club there, and multiple hands. You can tell he's got some scars on his forehead. He's got his beard going on. So pretty cool. Another MCU character. And so, as we talked about earlier, from one of the previous Fan First events, we were talking about the figures that would be made. Well, here's one of them, Sleepwalker, we talked about, and it is going to happen. And then jumping into the comic characters, we have this guy here, Sleepwalker. Comes with one of the Rentra legs, extra set of hands. And then we knew about this one because this one actually was our fan vote for that one event. I'm not sure which one it was, but we got Despair. Another comes with another leg for the Rentra and multiple hands. So again, yes, it was a fan vote, but we didn't really vote on it because we didn't know what it was. They just said vote for a villain, a hero, or something that needs to be remade or something like that. So this was our vote, and what do you guys think about that? I do like the cape, all the holes tattered in it. The face sculpt is pretty impressive actually. And here is that Build-A-Figure. Big ol' Minotaur, and it is from the movie. So we're going to see all kinds of, I guess, whimsical creatures in the movie maybe? I don't know. There's the whole wave. And if y'all remember on one of our last streams, they had a tease here of this little worm looking effect here. And of course we knew that was going to be a tease for Maggot. So where does that tease take us? It takes us into our next X-Men wave. And so here's Vulcan. Vulcan's going to be our new base body, replacing the Bucky Cat body. We also have a Darwin figure revealed. A classic Sabretooth revealed. So he's a lot more skinny. Got a crazy looking face sculpt there. And we got a Wolverine with heated claws. Of course, we knew that he has a new power after he got out of the adamantium shell he was in. So that's where that effect comes from. Finally, Siren. And this would have been one I would have loved to have seen in that X-Force 3-pack. Would have been a Siren figure. So we're getting her in the wave instead. So that's pretty impressive. I love the way she looks. And of course, hopefully we'll get Banshee sometime soon again. One of my favorites. I definitely have been wanting a classic Havoc. Last time I got him, I think, was in the Giant Man Build-A-Figure wave back in Toy Biz. So this is definitely a much needed figure, and look at those effects that it comes with. That looks amazing. So I'm really excited about that just for the effects themselves. And then here he is, the man of the hour. The tease for this wave was the Maggot figure. And check this out. This is definitely one of my favorite figures of the wave, Maggot. And we talked earlier about a character without legs. And what do you know, we were right, it was Bonebreaker. Until you get to the Build-A-Figure, and the Build-A-Figure is amazing. Dwight has been teasing that we're going to be getting this Bonebreaker sometime soon, and we are. Here is a Reaver Build-A-Figure Bonebreaker. His treads do not roll, but they do have, I guess, wheels on the bottom, I hope. He does have glasses on his face there, and as you see, he can lift them up, so they do have a peg on the side, so we won't lose those glasses. See the big old mohawk, massive gun he's got there. And so there's that entire X-Men wave for 2022. Not up for pre-order yet, but holy cow, nice wave. Very good. I'm impressed with this one. So yeah, Bonebreaker Build-A-Figure X-Men wave for 2022. And then Ryan teased a backpack here, and at the time I wasn't sure what this was going to be. Was it going to be the Bodega, Miles Morales with the cat or something? Well, then we got the Spider-Man No Way Home movie and made a realization that looks like we're going to be probably getting us a Ned Leeds figure, because it looks like his backpack. So what do y'all think about that, getting us a Ned figure for the MCU? Alright, then jumping into another deluxe figure. This one also is going to be a Target exclusive. We got our Ragnarok figure, and if you guys remember what Ragnarok was, this was an android that was made during Civil War that actually killed the Black Goliath character, Bill Foster. So it comes with multiple hammers, multiple hands, 2 different head sculpts. His hands are all metallic there. And then you also see that face, you can see underneath it the cyborg look. So that's pretty awesome. And there's that hammer effect as if he's swinging it to fly. Alright, if y'all remember the 2017 SDCC, we did get a Ulik figure. Well, guess what? We're getting another Ulik figure. Is it going to be a Build-A-Figure? Is it going to be in a wave? Is it going to be deluxe? The answer is yes, it's deluxe. And it's going to be a Walmart exclusive. So you see it does come with two different head sculpts, a hammer, and multiple fists. And this time I don't see the holes in the shoulders from the Rhino mold. So that's pretty cool. There's the mouth closed. You can see he does have a necklace on this time. And there's the mouth open comparison with the hair more wild. And there's that hammer in his hand. Alright, so we knew about this Walgreens exclusive. We knew this year was going to be, for 2022, was going to be the super villains. So we knew we were getting Baron Zemo. But here are some of the official images for the Baron Zemo. So he's got the sword, the belt, the furry boots, and arms there, and looking pretty good. And then the new reveal was that we're getting a Jigsaw next. It comes with multiple weapons: baseball bat, machete, knives, shotgun, effects. So pretty cool. He's got his white suit on. There's a close-up of that face all beat up and scarred up. So we talked earlier about the fact that Bub was able to reveal the Doctor Strange to us. Well, Unparalleled Universe was able to reveal the 20th anniversary Toy Biz celebration of Marvel Legends with this Captain America figure for Steve Rogers. So here we go with the Captain America. You see the figure stand that they had been teasing there with the Marvel Legends old Toy Biz logo there at the bottom with the two peg holes. And you see the card that it comes with there with the World War II background, the wall broken up in the tank. We'll talk about that a little bit and where that came from. You do see he comes with another head sculpt, multiple hands, and some accessories there that will explain what they are. You see the shield there with that effect on it. Not 100% sure what that effect is, but you also see for the Steve Rogers head sculpt that he does have the folded down mask as well. In my opinion, with that effect on the shield, maybe water effect, maybe like a blue lightning effect, I'm not 100% sure there. So here is the other side of the card. So you have two sides on that card. You can flip around on that figure stand. The other side is very nostalgic to the original Toy Biz Wave 1 20 years ago of the Captain America figure, and that was the comic book cover that came in that. And again, we'll talk about here in a second the other side of that card. So here is the original base. Back in the Toy Biz days, the figures actually came with a comic book and a base. So on the left, you'll see the original base that the Wave 1 Captain America came with. And then you see the nostalgic reason why they gave us this card, because the card looks exactly like that base did. So there is what they're trying to go for with these cards that we will be getting with these 20th anniversary figures. Here is the Toy Biz Series 1 from way back in the day, and you'll see that comic book that's in the background there, and that does represent the other card. The other side of the card is that comic book is just like that one. Now if you notice on the back, you see that there are 3 other figures in that original Wave 1 of a Hulk, Iron Man, and a Toad. And so probably this 20th anniversary we'll be getting one of each of those. Again, there's that base. Now the original Captain America actually came with an American flag. That would have been nice too if we'd have got that, but we're not. There's all that original Toy Biz came with. And here are all of the variants that we had in that Series 1. You had 2 other Iron Man variants, and then you had another Hulk variant with the coat on. So most likely we will be getting repaints of the Iron Man and the Hulk figures for this 20th line. But Toad will definitely have to be a brand new sculpture if we actually do get him, and he's definitely high on everybody's wish list, since that original Toad wasn't even technically a Marvel Legend figure. So there you go with the Captain America up close. You can see different angles here. You see he's got the straps around his shoulders. He does have the sculpted chainmail up on his upper chest there. A lighter color blue and red here. And there's the side. You can see the effect there on the shield. And look at the left picture there where you see the effect actually going through the shield. So we'll talk about those peg holes there in a minute. Also, you see the back, you see that strap going around his back, which still has a peg hole in it for his shield. And here's your comparison of the Wave 1 and of the 80th anniversary Captain America. Now, something that Unparalleled pointed out was that this head sculpt is bigger than the 80th anniversary, so it actually makes it look a lot better, but it is the exact same sculpt with some different painting on it, of course. It actually has some shadowing we'll show off here in a minute. So here he is standing on the figure stand, so it'll kind of look good on your shelf that way. Of course, you can flip the card either way. There's the Steve Rogers head with the folded down mask and the shield pegged into the back, so that's really cool. So here is a different effect being used on the shield, so let's talk about that here in a second. So here you see where you can take the effects out of the shield, but then you have a shield with holes on it, so the shield itself cannot be used, and they're not giving us a second shield, it looks like, so that's kind of disappointing. But there's the two other effects. One is just like a scraping effect, and the other one is bullets hitting the shield, so that is really nice. And there's you using those bullets to kind of block as if he is hunching down, getting away from the attack. There's that other effect again, the original effect we saw, the Steve Rogers head with the shield pegged in the back. It looks awesome. Alright, so let's do some comparisons here. There again is your 80th and your wolf cap. So still lighter than the colors on the wolf cap too, so that's nice. Here is your Series 1 and your Face Off from Toy Biz with his mask pulled down, so that's nice. Here is your Winter Soldier and your 80th Iron Man. So interesting, Winter Soldier is taller. So is Iron Man, but that's expected. Here's your Namor and your other Iron Man here. And here's some villains with the Red Skull from the Bring On the Bad Guys and the Ultron. So Ultron is definitely bigger. Here's your Pizza Spidey and your Bucky Cap, some of the most famous molds out there. Of course, he is way bigger than Bucky Cap. And there's your comparison of all those caps. So definitely the best looking cap they have done yet. Cap walking away with and without the face mask. And then here's a lot of shots of the head sculpt, which looks amazing, or both head sculpts I should say. You see the cowl, the face mask folded down on the bottom ones there with the Steve Rogers face sculpt and the little divot in his chin on all those face sculpts. That's cool. Got the wings on the head up top, the nice big A, pretty blue eyes. And then here is the hand sculpts with the fists, the saluting hand and the pointing hand, and then also the strap, how you can see it going around the shoulders there. And then up in the top middle, you'll see that shadowing that I was talking about there in his abs. So you got a little bit of paint in there to give some shadow effect, which is not something you see a lot with these Hasbro Marvel Legends. And here's the official image in package. So here's our Iron Man with our Tony Stark head. He does have the card base as well. That's reminiscent of that first series base that it came with. It's got the blast effects, the different hands, and the smoke effect. But this time he's got the helmet that has the spikes on it, so that's cool. This is the 80-year body, just like the Captain America was, just reused. So there you can see the card back with a comic book that does not match the original, but they wanted to kind of see the suits of armor, so that's why they did that one. And again, with the card back there, you can see very reminiscent of the Toy Biz first series. There's the back of the card, the back of the figure. And there you go with the different head sculpts on the body. You see the peg hole right there in his hand, his open hand. And here he is with the card back behind him, showing off the smoke effect going around his hand. Right there. And there is that card front and back as well. Nice mustache, Tony. Got kind of a blue tint to his hair as well with it black. It's kind of interesting. And again, look at that base there. You can see that it's written as the Marvel Legends was written back in the Toy Biz days, so that's your reminiscence to that too. So guys, in my opinion, I don't mind the reusing something, but I wouldn't have minded if they're going to truly give us something new, to have given us a new Buck with pinless knees and arms. That's just me saying, you know, if we're going to really celebrate something new, let's celebrate it. But you know, whatever. Really cool card backs though. So there is showing your two that we have pre-ordered right now, and then again we're getting Hulk, and we will be getting a Toad. So I'll be very, very interested to get a new Toad one of these days. So here is that Series 1 20th anniversary Hulk figure. Of course, it's using that same exact body we have for all the deluxe Hulks we've had in the past. You see he's on that base there, same as the other two, smashing that one base there. So that's interesting that a large figure this size is going to be put on the same exact card size as the Cap and the Iron Man, and actually have a base as well. All kinds of accessories. You see the different mouth sculpts, or face sculpts I should say, with different mouths. Got the bloodshot eyes. There's the card. Got the back thing there, look like the comic book. Marvel Legends and base you can stand on. Open hands, fisted hands, and a Mandroid, AIM style Mandroid head that you can crash. There he is standing on the base, making it look tiny. And then check out this stop motion for these three figures, looking amazing. Got your Cap with both different head sculpts there, all the different effects on his shield, different base there. You got your Iron Man here with his two different head sculpts with Tony Stark here. There's his card. And as I said, we got our new guy here, the Hulk. His card, base. There he is, and there's all three together. As I said, the cards are the same size. It's crazy. And there they are together. And so that was it for that Fan First Thursday event on December 16th, the last one of 2021. So pretty awesome reveals there. Alright, so Marvel Legends plus HasLab equals 4? Yep, it equals Fantastic Four. So here's their video showing off a little tease of the fact that we're getting a Fantastic Four HasLab project, showing our Super Skrull Build-A-Figure Wave Fantastic Four figures. And what will it be coming soon? We'll show you here in a second. We got a picture of a giant foot and a 6-inch Reed Richards standing on it. He barely comes up to the bottom of his boot. This thing is massive. So we do know it is Galactus the Devourer. That is our second HasLab. The Sentinel was our first for the X-Men. So we first got the shadow. We knew it was Galactus. See the light up effects. See his mass, his arm size there. You can see the size of him compared to a normal 6-inch figure. Just comes up to the bottom of the boot. 32 inches. 300 plus pieces. 70 plus articulation. Like I said, light up head and chest. $400 we got this for. And yes, it did make the funding. Swappable faceplate accessories. There's the skull one. You see the size compared to the Marvel Universe. Light effect, the faceplate coming out. Size compared to the HasLab Sentinel. 14,000 backers were needed, and we did back it as I said. There he is next to a world. There's the faceplates. Back of the figure. 20 points in just the hands themselves. Again, you can check out the size of the 6-inch figure beside him. Massive. Here he is holding Silver Surfer. So we got some unlocks here. Some little shadow effects there, so it kind of gives us a little tease of what we got going on. Funny little picture here comparing the HasLab Galactus versus our Toy Biz Galactus and the size comparison. Wow. Again, there's that shadow effect showing our first figure is Nova. Frankie Ray. Took 16,000 backers to get her. She got the flame effect base there as well. Again, there's a size comparison with Sentinel. Nice little animation here, putting the Galactus together. Or the prototype, I should say. There's his waist, torso. There is the light up chest, the head and neck, the arms, shoulders. Hopefully they fix the knees that they had issues with on our Sentinel that we got here in 2021. It's amazing how many pieces this thing takes to put together, and that they can do this just standing here like this, knowing exactly where each piece goes. And there's that massive head. Boom. Alright, so we did get funded really early, had 5 days left to go. Still hadn't got the unlocks yet at this point. So here's the second unlock they showed us, which is another Silver Surfer. Last time we saw Surfer was in Walgreens. This is a 17,000 backer unlock. So those were funded to get those. There's your Surfer, you got the base there. And that base can sit in Galactus' hand. Here's again the prototype, showing some of the paint up mock-ups of what this is going to look like. And then what they do to go through and get this thing painted for us. And then we got our third unlock here. 20,000 backers. Morg. Got his axe. Nice sculpting details there on his whole body. Red eyes, long white hair. Big old gauntlets on his arm. So tier 4, what is next? Who could be the next herald for Galactus here with tier 4? Thor, Terrax, Human Torch, Destroyer, Firelord, Airwalker, Stardust, the Fallen One. Who can it be? Oh, maybe it'll be a Galactus without his helmet on. What do you guys think? Nope. It's a Dr. Doom head. You got me, guys. I don't know. Took 22,000 backers to get it. And we did unlock it, so we're going to be getting a giant Dr. Doom head for our Galactus. Could care less about this one, guys. Let me know how y'all feel about that one. Final days, final hours. What did we do? We backed them all. They were so excited. There's your Doom head. There's our tiers. And we did get them all. Here he is against his new Fantastic Four group with the vintage card packs. And the Invisible Woman there. So at the last minute, we got from 30,000 to 32,000 backers. The most backers ever for a HasLab. Wow. So again, here's the artwork here for the packaging. And we got to choose which one we wanted. And I do believe we all chose package A for which artwork we wanted. Is that what you would have chose if you'd got the vote? And then Dwight got his prototype in. Of course, the paint scheme is not correct, but you see it in the bag there. That's what we saw first. Then he gave us a tease of the Reed Richards big hand touching Galactus' hand. And then he gave us the last tease here of the original Marvel Universe Galactus, which was huge compared to this massive HasLab Sentinel. So here's all of 2022 that we know so far loose. Pretty exciting so far. And here's all the ones we've seen in package so far. So a lot of reveals already. We'll be getting sometime soon for 2022. So stay tuned here. I'm going to talk about some most wanted wish lists. Sometimes some of this may be spoilers. So if you don't want to see any spoilers for any kind of movies or TV shows, you may want to drop out now, but keep on watching if you want to see some of these figures that we think we might be getting. So let's start off talking about Morbius. You know, they're probably going to have to do a Morbius figure for us with this movie coming out. I don't think they'll do an entire wave for Morbius, but I'm sure we'll probably see this Morbius figure in a Spider-Man wave soon. Thor: Love and Thunder's coming July 2022, so I think we'll definitely see a Natalie Portman as Thor, or female Thor. I think we'll see a Christian Bale as Gorr the God Butcher, or even just a comic version of Gorr the God Butcher. And then, of course, you gotta see Chris Hemsworth as Thor somewhere. So it looks like he's got his regular look again. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever will be coming out November 11th, 2022. So I'm definitely thinking we're going to probably see Tenoch Huerto. I'm probably mispronouncing his name, but he's going to be Namor. And then Ironheart Dominique Thorne is also going to make an appearance, so we'll probably see her as well in that movie, or in that action figure set. Don't know about any of the other stuff yet. Maybe Shuri. Jumping over to Disney Plus, we know we're getting the Ms. Marvel show in 2022, the Moon Knight show in 2022, and She-Hulk. So with Ms. Marvel, definitely Iman Vellana as Kamala Khan. With She-Hulk, Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk. Maybe even a Bruce Banner or Hulk. And maybe an Abomination, who knows. And then Mark Spector or Oscar Isaac playing that character, probably see him. You see him without his mask there. And from the teaser trailer with his mask, so definitely I think we'll see that. Looks like Emily Van Camp, Sharon Carter will also be in the Moon Knight show, and then Titania will be in the She-Hulk show, so definitely need her for comic version. Of course, don't know what she'll look like in the show yet. And big time spoiler right now, guys, if you have not seen the Spider-Man No Way Home, definitely jump out now, because I'm about to give a lot of spoilers here for the Spider-Man No Way Home movie and things that were seen in that movie that we did not know about. So jump out right now if you want to. And that'll be the end of the video for you guys. So with the No Way Home, I definitely would love to see one of the 5 villains here in their new forms, and even go back retro and show us their old forms from the original movies. You get your Doc Ock, and you see down at the bottom with his tentacles there. We'll talk about it more in detail in a second. You got your Green Goblin, your Electro, your Sandman, and your Lizard. So check out Doc Ock's tentacles there. Awesome that he's got the nanotech going across him, so that'll be really cool to see that version of the Doc Ock with the nanotech on his tentacles. Definitely get another Lizard. Much needed for this in this movie. Sandman as well. Flint Marko, really cool looking figure. I think that'd be awesome for that version of him. Electro definitely be cool with his Jamie Foxx figure here in his new costume, and then Green Goblin as well with his tattered hoodie and whatnot, and that Goblin glider especially would be awesome to see. So that's the villains. How about our 3 Spider-Man? Definitely needed. This was not even in the trailers. What a surprise for the movie. What a great surprise. I think that we need to see a Doctor Strange in his sweatshirt there. That'd be cool. And he could come with a box there, the Machina Decamotus, because that was definitely a huge part of the movie. Spider-Man in his armor definitely needs the wings. I think it'd be cool. And then, of course, the Tobey Maguire and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man older versions definitely need to be made. We already got that black suit here. That was this suit turned inside out because it got dirty. But we did not get the actual Doctor Strange magic that goes with it. Those were in really cool effects. So I definitely think we need to somehow get that effect piece from somewhere. I don't think we need the figure again, but just give us that effect piece. Again, I talked about that glider that made a huge piece of the movie. And then also the little island thing that Doctor Strange used right there to do his magic. I think that would be a really cool piece to come with Doctor Strange as well. And then finally, that last suit of Tom Holland making his new homemade suit with the original comic book colors. I think those blue and red versions there of a MCU figure for Tom Holland Spider-Man would be amazing. What do you guys think? So that's it. That's all I know so far for 2022. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know which one you're most excited about. Let me know what you hope to see, especially MCU-wise, for this year, because this will be definitely a huge year of Marvel Legends, I think, as you see already with what they've already revealed to us. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later. Guys, don't forget to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. You can find all the photos that you want of these videos.